I'm just going to read some breaking news now. I'll caveat, this is coming from the Reuters news agency, not seeing it anywhere at the moment, but they are quoting the Speaker of the Zimbabwe Parliament saying that President Robert Mugabe has resigned. Now, this comes, of course, as the impeachment proceedings against him get underway in Zimbabwe. He has been in power since independence back in 1980, but is accused of allowing his wife to usurp constitutional power by trying to position her as his successor. The motion to remove him is supported by Mr. Mugabe's own ZANU-PF party. And as I just said, in the last few moments, the Reuters news agency reporting that the Speaker saying that Robert Mugabe has resigned, and alongside that has also suspended those impeachment proceedings. That's all we have at the moment. It is not confirmed. We'll go on as normal. As soon as we get more on that, we'll be going to Harare. Ben Brown is there, and we'll get him more reaction to that. As soon as we get confirmation, I'll bring it to you. Right, I'm just hearing that our Africa editor, Fergal Keane, has also said, he's tweeted, in fact, that that Mugabe has resigned. So it's clear something's going on. It would be suggested, according to those two sources, that that is what has happened. Not unexpected, given that those impeachment proceedings had already got underway in Harare. Huge crowds we've been reporting outside the Parliament building in Harare in the last few hours. Crowds cheering, well-natured demonstrations against Robert Mugabe following that speech he made 2 nights ago, widely expected to resign then but didn't, and that brought a lot of anger from his own ZANU-PF party and pushes then for him to be impeached. Earlier than expected, those proceedings got underway in the last few hours, and it would appear that he has reacted to what he's seen by resigning. AFP also saying he has resigned. That's the AFP news agency, so that's Reuters, AFP, and also our Africa editor with that news that Robert Mugabe has resigned as president of Zimbabwe. He had, so far as I was saying, refused to resign despite the military takeover last week and those days of protests against his rule. Let's just show you the tweet from Fergal Keane. Says it all. Breaking news, Mugabe resigned.
Recommends the removal from office of the President or Vice President, and B, the Senate and the National Assembly, by a joint resolution passed by at least 2/3 of their total membership, resolve that the President or Vice President, as the case may be, should be removed from office. The President or Vice President thereupon ceases to hold office, unquote. 2/3 of the current members requires at least 232 members of Parliament to vote in the affirmative.
Leading one, and that of course is in Zimbabwe. The ruling party, ZANU-PF, will launch the parliamentary process today to impeach President Robert Mugabe. The decision comes after Mugabe missed a deadline to resign by yesterday as directed by his party. ZANU-PF lawmaker Paul Mangwana says they're expecting the motion to be over by the end of today. He added that ZANU-PF had approached the main opposition movement for democratic change to seek their cooperation to pass the necessary parliamentary votes.
Going to move the motion, and the opposition is going to second the motion. So it's a joint operation. It means every member, including the ministers who were appointed about last month, they came to support the impeachment, which means Mugabe had failed to rule the country. And after moving a motion, we are going to select a committee of 9. We have got what we call Standing Rules and Orders Committee. It's going to appoint 9 members. who are going to look into the allegations leveled against the president. And they are going to write to the president, and the president is required to attend to that document as a matter of urgency, either to defend himself or to just accept. Then after that communication, would then table the document before the parliament, I mean the defense before the parliament. Then a decision can be passed. But from what I can see, there was a gross violation of constitution. There's no way the president is going to defend himself and win the case.